My fellow Americans, it has become apparent of the harsh challenges that our country is facing. And because of this, I've decided to announce my candidacy for President of the United States of America. In order to ensure a very safe and stable and strong future for our country. Now, first, we must address our domestic issues, starting with the economy. After the Great Recession, we had bailouts. Now, these were a huge problem for these large banks that committed huge problems and crimes. They weren't taking security with their own actions. We're giving money. They failed themselves, yet we spend more American money on them. The idea of too big to fail needs to stop. And under a Marc presidency, we can assure that. Next, we also must understand our taxes and our budget problems. During a Webb candidacy and a Webb presidency, we will vote strictly for lowering small business taxes. These are the majority of wealth that has flowed through our nation, and to put huge taxes on people who can't afford it is hurting our own economy even worse. Next, we must talk about the problems with our budget. Our country is now in sequester. We will ensure the fact that no budgets and the money will not come out of any things that are dear to our hearts, such as our education programs or our healthcare. With regards to our education, we must understand the importance of lowering the cost for students. The cost of college has raised exponentially over time, and more people are unable to afford it, or are graduating with such high levels of debt that people are questioning the worth. Now, with regards to healthcare, privatization is the most efficient way and has the best policies for people. But we also must understand the protection necessary for the people from these large medical insurance companies, in order to ensure everybody has some sort of chance of being able to keep themselves healthy without worrying about breaking the bank. Also, we must understand the huge problem with our housing crisis. Under a Webb presidency, I will try my hardest to reenact the Glass-Steagall Act. Banks were able to steal mortgages, bid on the people who won't be able to pay for things, therefore rendering their houses foreclosed, in order to make sure that this housing crisis does not occur again, by ensuring the protection for the people against the banks, and by putting stricter regulations on banks. It is for all these reasons that I urge you, the people, to vote for me, Marc Webb, as your President of the United States of America. Thank you.